Oh, look at her. Now right away she got attitude.
Why is it so complicated?
It is so complicated. Jeez Louise. You know, you think you got it figured out and you got to pull the batteries out with your teeth.
Now wait, we got to clap.
Clap.
Okay, there we go.
Now we can start because Nancy did the clap.
Yes.
The clap is very important when we do these programs.
Important.
Gives Nancy a heart attack if we don't do the clap right away.
That's because we've got two cameras.
Oh, they don't care why we have to
Well,
clap.
I suppose not. But we have to synchronize the sound with our mouths, so it's not like you hear Mary blah, 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 and her mouth is...
I don't think my mouth is ever closed. Nancy, shh, don't tell no one. Okay, so while we're gearing up,
Yes.
what exactly are we doing today? Because we have had such a full summer
Yeah.
of doing all kinds of really, really cool, fun stuff.
And it isn't even summer yet.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
We're in still... Oh, we are headed towards summer because it is almost June.
Yeah, yeah. So what we are doing is we're going to do a Name That Road.
And Nancy's got her glasses on, and she's not supposed to with our introduction, but
There, you can see me now.
we are going to do a Name That Road where we went from a state road
Right.
to a county road.
Town road. Oh, no, you're right. Behind us is a county road. Yes. And now Mary's going to get mad, but I'm going to give a clue.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm going to give a clue. I'm going to say that we are starting out in an adjacent county, but we will wind up in a different county.
Okay.
Okay.
And so an adjacent county, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 options.
Yes. And we will be going west.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not saying anything else because then Mary gets mad, and
Westward ho.
when I'm off camera, she starts beating me with that selfie stick. So.
I do. Elder abuse. But don't blink twice, Nancy. Blink twice. Okay, now before we get too far into the ditch,
I'm
we
not
gotta.
anywhere near the ditch.
You are close enough to the ditch. Whoa!
Oh, now you did it. You broke it.
I broke our camera mount. Or did it just unscrew?
I think it just came. Yeah, it's
I-
not broken. It's
Well, okay, so how are we going to do this, Nancy? Okay.
Let's say try it again.
Here is attempt number 2. Okay, we just got to get the camera hung, and hopefully we won't break something else. Okay, it wasn't Nancy, it was me. I broke it
Mary, she is just...
with my big gorilla hands.
She doesn't know her own strength is what it comes down to.
For the love of Pete. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to end up tearing off your rear view mirror.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I think we got her.
See, the deal is we have to suspend this camera from my mirror. They're supposed to sit on your dashboard, but my dashboard is kind of pebbly and it doesn't adhere.
A pebbly dashboard.
Pebbly dashboard.
Like that's an excuse.
Well, that's all we got.
Okay,
We're
so
going to try it again.
we're going to give it a whirl. I'm going to put on my glasses. Nancy's going to turn off her blower fan, and we're going to... Okay, now if we turn it that way, it's going to maybe be loose. No, I think this looks
I think that'll
good.
be all right. I think so. If we get a little bit of dash, you're just going to have to eat it, folks, because that's all we can do here today.
We're doing fine.
Yes, this is good.
I think it looks good. I think we might be in for
good.
In for a ride. Woohoo!
So Mary, look down there. Look off to our
Look
right.
at that.
That's a slope, isn't it?
That is a slope, and it looks like they did some clearing, and it looks like Mother Nature did a little clearing of her
Yeah,
own.
well, that could be.
That tree out there that they left, that the wind took out.
Definitely.
But we sure have had the weather this year.
Yeah, unlike last year when it was so dry. So far this year, we've had rain and things are lush and
Greening up,
growing. Oh my gosh.
and we are doing a Name That Road. And what episode is this?
46. I know.
We're heading-
dancing on 50, aren't we?
We are, you know.
Okay, now that's me. I left off my seatbelt.
Quick, call the sheriff's department. Nancy's racing across the valley at 6 miles an hour. I think.
7 miles an hour.
7 miles an hour.
But that's a good speed right now because right now is when the does are having their fawns.
Everywhere there's baby deer.
They're kicking out last year's crop. So here's all these teenage deer that are just wandering around and
Jumping all over the place.
they have no clue what they're doing. It's like constant party time. So,
Looks like we may have a prairie up here, Nancy.
yeah,
Yeah, it kind of looks like a prairie planting.
could be.
Well, time will tell. Time will tell if the flowers come through.
And this is going to be a good place to pick berries, I think.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite things.
picking berries.
Picking berries.
I don't mind as long as I'm not competing with bears.
Oh, speaking of bears, they
Uh-oh.
saw one up by Huskaloos.
Somebody hit one with a car too.
Where?
Oh, I think it was on Highway 53.
Well, you know, we are getting more woodsy and more remote,
Yeah,
and so
there are bears.
there are bears
There are
out
bears,
there.
Yep.
And this is a very, very quiet road that's in relatively decent condition.
Yeah,
A little patchwork here and there, and
but it's not like a major thoroughfare.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Point here, it does turn into a different county. I don't think there's a sign, but
Well, if there's a sign, we're going to quick put a piece of paper over the camera.
because Mary does not want anybody to get any help here.
Oh, and look at the corn is up where there's field. Yeah, there we go. Little bit of maintenance being done on the sides of the road here.
It looks like it.
Open it up a little. Look at that. What a pretty drive. Oh, a little bit of erosion, but that happens in a year where you have lots of moisture.
And some parts of the county have gotten hammered. I mean, they've had
Yes.
some bad storms, and they had a tornado over by Burlington Road in Arcadia, they said.
Oh, really?
It was in the paper. They said it took down a barn
Oh, boy.
and a roof, and then it was a picture of it looked like a 2x4 that had been driven into the side of a house.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so it was nasty. Okay.
Now, we are approaching a stop, but this is not the end
No.
of our Name That Road.
No, this is a county road, and we're going to be going right.
We're going to turn right on the county road.
Now, ahead of us, there is a cemetery, but I am not taking Mary over there.
It's not the Lavender Lily Cemetery, is
I
it?
don't know.
See, that one I'm throwing them off the scent of the trail. Because if they, they might think of a county where we might be.
It's a nice old house.
Oh,
Isn't it? Brick
beautiful.
house.
Beautiful brick
Yeah.
house. Well-kept buildings. I don't think there's any livestock here anymore. Maybe some chickens and some ducks. Everybody likes ducks. I remember when you had ducks.
I do too, and then the raccoons got them all. That's what happened.
Well, and that's one of the problems with living in the country is there's competition.
Boy, I guess so. We're just going to go down here a little ways on this road, and then we're going to take a left.
So we went state road, county road, township road, stop sign right.
And I,
Correct.
yes,
Right turn.
I don't think this is a county road. I think it's a town road.
It is a town
Yeah,
road.
yeah.
Yes, and it has a narrow bridge. Go figure.
Yeah. People are trying to do hay.
Yeah, I saw a lot of hay binds going, but you know, when it rains every other day, it's kind of hard to do dry hay.
I remember it was years ago when I was still working in Jackson County. We had a June where it like rained constantly.
Yes.
And everybody ran out of hay, and the price of hay just skyrocketed because they couldn't get into the fields to make any.
Yeah, unless you made baleage, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
And then you got to be careful, because if your moisture's too high, then you might get sour bales.
And that's what always made me wonder about in Ireland, where it rains so much and it's just damp. How on earth they get their hay to dry over there? That's got to be tricky.
Do they make dry hay?
Well, it looks like that's what they're doing or trying to do. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It just didn't look like the best climate for drying hay.
Oh, and there's a little bit of a homemade sand mine over there.
And there's some wood.
with the cliff swallows building their nests.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always amazed at those tiny, tiny, tiny little birds.
Oh, the little swallows.
Oh,
Yeah.
the swallows and the hummers. They have a plethora of hummingbirds this
Do you?
year.
Well, then they're all over at your place. I've only seen one.
Really?
Yeah.
Your
And
place.
then we do have the swallows, the little barn swallows, and I love to watch them, the way they fly. They are incredible.
Well, that's aerodynamic.
They are and they dip and swirl, and they tease the dog, and drives her nuts.
Oh, that poor Zip, huh?
Yeah, I was going to bring her today, except I was mowing the lawn, and she was following me, running along with the lawnmower.
Oh, and she got hot?
Well, and every time she got hot, then she'd run down and jump in the pond.
Oh, swamp dog.
And then she'd come back, all wet, and then she'd get covered in grass clippings, so there would be no way that she was getting in my car.
And now we have just made a left-hand turn
Yep.
onto a gravel road.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have a little excitement here, folks.
See, she's going to take me out into the woods and drop me
Yep,
off.
I'm going to open the door and
Shouldn't
push her out, but
should-
that's not going to be easy because Mary fights.
I do.
She fights dirty.
I do. I only bite if provoked. Right?
Well,
That's why she keeps that big stick in the back seat.
I won't be able to reach it though.
Oh, and looks like we've got some moms and some babies way out in the distance. Some cows. Some beef
Over there.
cows.
Oh yeah, I'm looking around here. I didn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, beef cows. And then we've got a wetland on one side with lots and lots of, looks like cattails, huh?
Yeah, looks pretty damp.
And then we've got little bit of traffic. We just crossed over a very nice little stream, feeder stream.
It's not a heavy traffic road.
No, it is not.
No.
Thus far, we've met one vehicle.
There's a
Oh,
bluebird house, isn't it?
yes. Look at that, a bluebird box. Those are nice little birds, too.
Yeah. And they said that they are one of the first birds that comes back in the spring.
Yes, they are.
So if you've got bluebird boxes, you got to clean them out fast. Clean them out in the winter and get them ready. So as you can see, this is not overpopulated here. We don't see a lot of condos going up anyway.
No, and it's a beautiful grassland, and everything's looking good. We got both cameras blinking red lights.
Yep, we're checking.
We've had some interesting issues with our little cameras lately, but we're seasoned professionals, so we can handle it.
We're used to imperfection, aren't we?
Yes, yes.
All right, here's a tree that is
It got pushed
off.
over and pushed out of the way. So you want to, be careful going around any down trees.
Don't slam your BMW into it.
No. Nope, your self-driving car. Away you go. Nice ferns.
And I was going to tell you, yesterday I went by a pasture. It had Angus in it. And there was a little pile of dirt out there. And the calves were having... They were playing King of the Hill.
They enjoy doing that.
They were having fun. I got the biggest kick out of watching them.
They like to play chase.
They were having a good time. And that one calf was up there, and he wasn't going to let any others up. But they were trying.
So it was his deal, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, as we're transitioning from gravel to paved road.
Oh, this is the end of the route.
It's the end of the ATV route,
oh, is that
folks.
what it is?
Yep.
Because we still have a road here.
We do, but it's the end of the ATV route. And you know, please be respectful. And if your township is not open to ATV riding, you know, you shouldn't be sneaking around, driving across Highway 53.
It's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Yeah.
Oh, look at, they got their wood pile, Mary.
Oh, look at that. You're going to have to grab this here. Grab that one. I got it.
Where?
And keep going because there's a cute little barn up here.
Yeah. A real
Look at
pretty
this.
place.
This is going to be a stumper.
They got their wood pile and
Nice little
they have
granary.
got this nice little barn. Everything's taken care of.
Yeah. Look at that.
That is
I bet you that was
pretty
the very
spot.
first home on the farm in the
Very
day.
pretty. Oh, I was just thinking that the other day. When people first moved here, what were they living in? There weren't usually enough trees to make log cabins.
No, there was not. I think they lived in their granaries or dugouts.
Or I hear them living in dugouts and things, so I just guess they did what they had to do, but it couldn't have been easy. We're so spoiled.
We are.
Oh, Lord.
We have heat and running water and flushable toities and all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to go to the creek and haul water and boil it and try to wash our clothes. Gosh.
I could not imagine, especially when all my kids were home, how long it would have taken me to do a wash.
And you only had 3 kids. Supposed you had one
10,
of those 10
12,
12
or 22.
or 22. Yes.
That is a lot of kids.
It is.
A lot of kids.
And I know, well, they, you know, the big ones helped out, but even so, that is a lot of work.
And this
No
is
way it couldn't be.
this is a prairie on the other side of us here, Nancy.
It is. Look
Yeah.
at, it's got little flowers blooming. I imagine this is kind of sandier soil. And
Yeah, it could be, but you know, we're down in the bottom, so it
Yeah.
could be a little heavier, especially because there's so much marsh.
real pretty area here.
It is, and you can hear the birds singing. And that's why when you drive by yourself, when you're not driving with us, you can have the opportunity to roll your windows down and...
Listen to the birds. Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
I'm backing up here. I'm not backing into any semis, I
Oh,
hope.
well, she's...
Look back there. There's a little...
Ooh,
There must have been a farm back there.
I bet you
See
there
it?
was. Yeah.
There's a barn.
Little barn back in the
And
neighborhood there.
A beautiful snag tree there.
That's a good place for woodpeckers to
You
hang
bet.
out.
So-
Hey, speaking of woodpeckers,
Uh-oh.
I had...
Uh-oh.
I use this app on my phone.
Woodpecker app.
It's called Merlin,
Oh, I've got that. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it?
the ornithology,
Yep.
and it will ID birds by the sounds that they make. And so if you sit outside very, very quietly and hold your phone up in the air, like at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
it'll light up. And
Yep.
one day I had 15 or 16 different bird species, of which 3 of them were woodpeckers.
It's a free app, folks. You can download it and put it on your phone.
Doesn't cost anything.
And I have fun with that too when I go out in the morning and turn that on. And what I had, this tells me I have a Tennessee warbler. And I thought, well, how did that wind up here? But it's told me that several times, so I guess it is. All right, now folks, you got to pay attention here. You want to stay on the paved road.
Yep, we want to go from a paved road.
Oh no, look at this. You know what that is?
Oh, this is the worst invasive we've got.
Japanese knotweed. Oh my gosh.
Yep, and that runs like wildfire.
Folks, you don't want to have that.
Absolutely not.
Pretty house.
Yeah, it's very nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Tucked away back in here.
Beautiful house.
Looks like it's been added on to and fixed up a little bit. Looks like it was probably an upright and wing at one time.
But they have a Japanese knotweed problem, folks.
Yeah, and it will spread. It will spread.
Highly invasive, and it is destructive, so look it up. It's not nice.
It suffocates everything. And if you try to get the roots out, you have to get all of it.
You got to get every little last shred.
Yes, or it will regrow from the tiniest little segment.
Yep, it is just a plant from hell.
Yeah, and away we go. We've gotten to see some wetlands and some grasslands and some corn coming out of the ground.
And this is great habitat
for birds.
For ground nesting birds, which have been really endangered.
Yep. We've lost 90% of the populations, Nancy.
90%? Oh,
90% in the last 20 years. And a lot of that is because people have taken land out of CRP, Conservation Reserve Program.
That was one of the reasons for having it.
Yep, that and to get ground that's not necessarily super productive out of production. But we need our grasslands if we're going to save our birds. And I like our birds, don't you?
Here's the old windmill. See it?
Oh. I'm trying to get this there. It looks like right out there. Okay, got it.
He's driving us in the ditch.
I am not driving us in the ditch.
We want to go to the right.
Okay, we're going right.
Yeah, yeah.
We are going right.
And look at that sign. It isn't there anymore.
There is not a sign to be demarcated.
Look at that.
Yep, there we go.
Okay. So, don't depend on the signs, folks. Not on this trip.
Well, and now we are at the top of a ridge.
Yep.
We climbed up a small little hill, and now we're running the ridge.
I wonder how many fawns per acre there are out in these
don't
fields.
Try to even figure it out.
Oh boy.
There's going to be a lot of them.
Yeah.
Hiding in the tall grass.
Yeah.
You know, and it's amazing that those tiny little critters actually make it, because they're only like 20 pounds, 30 pounds when they're born.
I know.
Oh, and here it looks like somebody's got some no-till.
Yeah, there's corn.
No-till corn.
And here's a house.
Another remote residency. They've got.
What's this? Is this an outhouse?
I think it's a school bus. A school bus stop.
It looks like an outhouse to me.
Not with a mailbox in it.
Look at that.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That is cute.
So I guess they're saying you could do some reading here.
Something. Yeah, there we go.
There's another. Oh, they got their wood out there on the porch. Good.
Yep.
You don't have to go far then.
That's right.
Look at the silo. It's got like crosses up there.
Yep.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It's a pretty drive. Pretty drive on a beautiful day.
Yeah. Give me that. Look at this beautiful snag there.
Yeah, that one's just about 8 up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Last too long.
But I just wanted everyone out there to know what a wonderful job Nancy does behind the scenes.
Oh, incredible.
In editing and making sure that every year we have award-winning shows, despite the fact that occasionally we have camera issues.
Well, it's like I said, if people watch the show and they expect something like that comes out of a big studio somewhere with all kinds of bells and whistles, they're going to be let down because that is not the show, is it?
No, it
No.
is not. But it does take a lot of work and a lot of effort in the studio to make our programs award-winning.
Yeah, it's truly community television. So you get local programming and you get local Mary and Nancy. That's why what we're doing out here.
And we get you lost every once in a while.
Yeah. You know, if they were playing this show like in New York or something, people wouldn't probably watch it for more than 10 seconds.
But we do compete against big town, big city studios.
We do, yeah.
And we hold our own.
We're tough.
That's right. It's all about the win.
We dig in and we hold our own. Is that a fire truck?
That is a fire truck. Look at that. Fire truck out in the middle of the...
Huh.
Well, maybe he's a first responder.
Well, maybe. It's a
And-
white fire truck. That's unusual.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, when I was a very small child, I thought that fire trucks came to people's houses and started the fires.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was called a fire truck, and if there
That's
was a
right.
fire, there were fire trucks. there. So,
Well, a little bit off center, Nancy, but kind of
it
close.
made sense,
Yeah,
right?
when you're little, there's a lot of things
Oh,
that
look, there's
make
another
sense.
truck back there.
Oh,
Look at that.
maybe they're doing something at their fire shop.
I don't know. That's a
It-
pumper truck, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
got the hoses and things.
Yep.
Huh.
And we're crossing another little creek here.
Stream.
There it is.
And then there's another farm up there on the hill,
Yep,
kind of.
way back over. Uh-oh, I see the stop. We didn't have our yield stop ahead sign, but that's okay.
Not every road has one of those.
I know that,
Yeah.
Nancy.
To be the grand reveal, Mary.
The grand reveal.
Yep.
We are coming.
We are going to show you the road that we have been on. Everybody, make your guesses, I guess, huh?
On your mark, get set, guess.
Yeah, so be courteous to one another with your guessing and give everybody a chance, because here we come.
Here we come, and there's our stop sign. Doot, 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 doot.
And what is this road that we are on? It
We
is
are on...
Tappan Coulee
Where's
Road.
my stop sign?
Where's your stop sign? Right there.
Yeah, there it is. It's right in the
Yeah.
middle of the frame. I have my
Yeah.
sunglasses on. Okay, now we're going to flip the camera around, and we're going to... Nancy's going to give us a recap on where have we been, Miss Nancy.
Well, we started out on County N, as in Nancy,
Yay, Nancy!
going south out of Taylor. And then we took a right on Kennedy Road, like President Kennedy.
Okay.
And then that brought us down to a stop sign where we went right, and that was North Trump Road. Again, it's a town road. And we went up the road, not that far.
Quarter
maybe
of a mile.
Yeah, and then we turned left onto Marsh Road, and we kind of followed that around, and I noticed in the plat book that actually some of these roads change names a couple of times, but we just kept kind of veering to the right, and here we got on the Tappan Coulee, and this, I believe, is County S.
Yes, Sam.
As in Sam, or Surprise.
Surprise! We're on
so-
County Road S, just outside of Blair.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on Name That Road number 46.
Yes.
Yay!
Thank you.